if it's easy to imagine that your ex doesn't miss you at all after a breakup, be glad the relationship is over. Now you might be asking, why? Well, that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video today. But before we get into that, I want to welcome you in case you're new here. My name is Lindsay and I am the Real Love Alchemist. I help you go from bad relationships to real love with the magic of subconscious work. So that means I'm a coach and I'm an energy healer, and I use energy healing to help my clients release the trapped emotions, the negative subconscious beliefs, the resistances they might have that are keeping them stuck in bad relationships, obsessing over an ex, maybe not attracted to healthy partners. You might be thinking like, Lindsay, I've done all the things and I still can't get over my ex, or I still can't get into a healthy relationship. There's just no good partners out there. You've probably not tried this. So if you're interested in checking out my work, I'm going to leave the link to it in the description. So if you have gone through a breakup and you are looking at maybe your ex on social media, or you're hearing things about your ex moving on, and you immediately jump to the thought, oh, he doesn't or she doesn't miss me at all. Like, it's super easy for you to believe that your ex is totally fine without you. Like you're watching them again you're watching their stories maybe. Not that I recommend you do this, but you're seeing them out and about, maybe they're going out with people, and you automatically think, yeah, you know what? They're totally over me. They don't miss me at all. Then that is a sign that this was not the relationship for you. Let me explain. Some people would say that this is just you projecting your insecurities, or you projecting your fears onto what you're seeing your ex do. And I would say, yeah, that a little bit of that might be going on. That is true. But what I would say to that is, if you are very quick to jump to the thought or the emotion, the feeling that your ex is totally fine, does not miss you at all, very quickly after a breakup, then this is likely how you felt with them while you were in the relationship. Let's break this down a little bit. So I'll share some examples from my life too. If you are in a relationship with someone and you know that they really do care about you, and let's say you wanted to end the relationship, like maybe it just wasn't working for you, you might have had a hard time getting to the point where you felt that you could break up with them because you probably thought that it was going to hurt them. Maybe you felt like, you know what, I need to break up, but I'm hesitant to do it because I know that it's really going to be hard for this person. I know it's going to really hurt them. And you don't actually have that doubt that this person isn't missing you at all. Like, let's say in this scenario, this person truly loves you, you're going to end the relationship, and you see them out and about, you see them on social media, maybe your friends are telling you that they're going on dates, or they're doing this or doing that. You'll probably hear that and go, yeah, you know what, I can hear that they're moving on, and they probably still do miss me. You probably wouldn't immediately jump to, oh, that's it, they're totally over me, they don't miss me at all, because you knew, and you still know, that this person did care for you, probably still does care for you, and probably does miss you very deeply. And I've gone through this too. I didn't put all the pieces together until more recently, but I had relationships with partners who I knew were really, really invested in me, who really did care about me, who really did love me. For whatever reason, it didn't work out. I had to end those relationships. But I had no doubt that they really did miss me, that they weren't going to move on just like the next day, tomorrow, like it was nothing. I knew it was going to be hard for them. So just like I talked about, I would hear people say that this person's doing this person's doing that, and I didn't very quickly jump to, oh, they never loved me, or they don't miss me at all. That actually didn't cross my mind. I thought, you know what, I'm glad they're moving on, I'm glad they're doing their thing, and I know that this might still be hard for them. Now, I'm not talking about like months after a breakup or years after a breakup. I'm talking about like relatively soon after a breakup, right? So if you've been in that situation, let me know. If you've had to break up with someone and you knew that they really cared about you, you probably did not think that they moved on very quickly, or they never cared about you, or they never missed you at all. So if a toxic relationship has ended, or let's just say if any relationship has ended, and it's very easy for you to imagine that they're totally fine, they never loved you, again, this is likely how you felt in the relationship. And this might be kind of a surprise to realize this. It may not have been conscious to you while you were in the relationship that this is how you felt. A lot of this stuff sits around in the subconscious, and that's why I do the subconscious work that I do, because so much happens in there. And once you break up, it may now start to bubble up to the surface in the pain of the loss of that relationship. So again, if it's so easy for you to believe that this person didn't love you or didn't care about you, then it's actually an incredible blessing that that relationship is now over. Because again, that is likely how you felt when you were with this person. And I know this because I've been there too. I have had relationships where we broke up, and I would see my ex, again, I don't recommend doing this, but I would be following my exes on social media, or I would be hearing about them. And it was so easy for me to believe that they never loved me, or that they didn't miss me at all. And I realized it was because that's actually, deep down, how I felt in the relationship. These were partners who were emotionally unavailable or who were narcissistic. And I wasn't totally aware of that when I was in the relationship. It was only with some time and some distance, and right after the breakup, I started realizing this stuff. But even then, I didn't put it all together. I actually put it together more recently that, oh my gosh, this was actually such a good thing that this relationship has ended, because wow, here's how I truly felt in that relationship. I actually didn't feel like this person really cared about me, or really was invested in me, or really did love me. It was kind of eye-opening. So you deserve so much more in love than someone who it's easy for you to think that they don't miss you at all and that they didn't love you at all after the relationship ends. You actually deserve somebody who has a hard time letting you go. And when I say this, I don't wish heartbreak or pain on anyone. But what I mean is, you deserve someone who is so invested in you, like you are with them, where if the relationship ended, you wouldn't have any doubt that they cared about you and that they loved you and that they probably miss you. Because I am imagining that it would be the same for you. What I hope for you and what I know you deserve is a mutual relationship where the other person cares as much about you as you do for them. You deserve the kind of love where if that relationship didn't work out, that person would miss you terribly, and you would miss them terribly as well. So I know we're talking a lot about heartbreak here, but I think you know what I mean here. Again, I'm going to say this over and over because I feel like this is such an important thing to remember. Because when we're going through a breakup, it can feel like we are losing the love of our life. This is our last chance at love. I'm never going to love again, especially when we're thinking that this ex doesn't miss us at all. They're moving on so quickly. They didn't care about me. It's easy to fall into that trap of thinking, this was the love of my life. I'm never going to love again. That is not true. It is such a blessing that that relationship is now over for you so that you can find the real healthy love that you deserve. Now, if you are thinking, oh my gosh, this is me, I am so hung up on my ex, I'm completely believing that they didn't care about me at all, they didn't love me, and I'm really just stuck in this place and I can't move on, then this is what I specialize in helping my clients with. Subconscious stuff is where all of this is happening. So again, if you're interested in releasing some of those blocks so that you can move on from your ex and open your heart to real healthy love, then click on the link in the description to book a free consultation with me. If you're really missing your ex and you're in a lot of pain and you're judging yourself for feeling so badly, then this video is for you.